Hello and good morning. Prey, what a great game. Both the 2006 game, but also the one that I'm talking about, the 2017 game. So Prey was developed by Arcane Studios, and they've done other games like Dishonored, Deathloop, and a whole bunch of other games I've never played before, those two included. Yeah. This is the only game that I've played by Arcane Studios, so without further ado, let's begin. Before I begin, I should point out that I could potentially reveal some spoilers in this review. I personally went into this game completely blind, and the intro was the biggest oh shit moment I've had in recent memory. And that's just only one moment out of the roughly 20 hours or so you'll be spending with this game. But if you've already played the game, or you just don't care, I'll just shut up and begin my review. So, in Prey, it is the year 2032 and you play as Morgan Yu. Your older brother, Alex, has given you employment with his company called Transstar, which is located in a space station known as Talos 1, in which you'll carry out jobs on research into Typhon organisms. You are put through some tests until a Typhon appears, and shit happens. You get put to sleep and you wake up back in your apartment without any recollection as to what happened prior. However, you notice on your computer emails telling you to get the fuck out of there, so you grab a wrench and smash the windows leading to your outdoor balcony. But it turns out that you are in a studio, and that for the past 3 years, the place has run rampant with Typhon organisms. In classic immersive sim fashion, you make your way through Talos 1 and try to escape by any means necessary, while revealing the secrets and mysteries that the vessel has hidden away. So after exiting the studio, you'll come across these spider-like typhons known as mimics. These pricks will shapeshift into any object close by and lunge at you when you get a bit too close. They can be tricky since you only have the wrench, but you'll eventually encounter a glue cannon. This shoots out sticky white foam that can be used for a variety of things despite it not dealing any damage. It can freeze your enemies temporarily, remove hazards that block your path, or you can reach inaccessible areas with it. It's incredible for its versatility that you'll even be using it till the end of the game. Other weapons include the standard pistol, shotgun, laser gun, stun gun, toy gun, and a bunch of grenades like the EMP, recycler, Typhon lore, and a null wave transmitter. Now, all the guns in both the EMP and the Typhon lore can be self-explanatory, but I'll explain what the recycler and the null wave transmitter do. So the null wave transmitter will cease all psychic attacks by whoever is caught in its blast radius. It's handy for bigger enemies and fights with them can be done real quick. That is if you don't get caught in the blast radius too. The recycle grenade is probably my favourite in the game. It can dish out severe damage to anyone and can even turn them into the game's currency, not only for sentient beings, but for any junk you come across, depending on what the objects are made out of. The recycler will give you either organic material, synthetic or exotic materials, which are put simply the game's currency that you can use to get ammo, health, upgrades or neuromods. What is a neuromod, you ask? Okay, so a neuromod is a tool that will upgrade your character. You have a decent handful of stats to upgrade that are broken into two sections. You've got the human upgrades that will give you stuff like more health or better stealth, to Typhon upgrades like kinetic blast and regeneration. Think of these like your left-handed Bioshock. Using them is just as simple as selecting the ability you want and by using them with your right mouse button. The Typhon upgrades you unlock a bit later in the game and requires you to scan enemies using the psychoscope. Depending on what enemy you scan, you'll unlock that upgrade. What makes this all great is the skill trees aren't super convoluted or give out minor buffs like, 2% damage threshold to bullets. Yeah, because that's fucking useful. But not in Prey. Here, a single upgrade can make you heaps better than how you were before. I had a severe addiction to neuromods. I wouldn't bother with more ammo or whatever, just because of how obsessed I was with upgrading my character. The level design in this game is top notch. I love the amount of ways you can access certain areas. You can go into different parts of the ship by using the main elevator or by going for a trip outside. Every obscured corner can potentially contain ammo or health, which is especially useful in the time of need. There's a poltergeist attacking you, you've got nothing to defend yourself with. You might run away and unknowingly discover some shotgun ammo and a medkit. Or you might run into an area with a room completely blocked off. Depending on what you've upgraded, you can access the area by whatever you've got. Here's an example, got level 3 leverage, just move all these crates over, now you can walk in. Don't have level 3 leverage but have mimic matter? Simply just turn yourself into an object small enough to go through the gap. This is just one of the many examples you'll encounter in the game. Now despite being equipped with high-end tools and weaponry, you've got the Typhon to deal with. At the start, and depending on what difficulty you choose, Prey can be fucking hard. But it feels rewarding if you go for the Nightmare difficulty and turn on survival mode, though this can fuck right off. You got Mimics and Phantoms who both have different variants and bigger enemies like the Weavers and Telepaths. So a decent variety, all with varying characteristics and weaknesses, including some of the other encounters you'll come across. There are some that can even be pants-shittingly terrifying, like the Nightmare that is roughly the same size as a 3-story building, that will chase you down with ease and kill you within an instant. Plus, there's a good amount of lore so you can read and listen to the backstories of the characters and events that happened during and prior. There were moments in the game that were pretty fucking cool as well, like, I remember when I went outside into the atmosphere for the first time, just slowly drifting away from Talos 1, listening to the soundtrack, and I was just thinking, damn, this is mental. Even though I make this game out to be perfect, I can think of one thing that I dislike about it. I find the hacking minigames to be a bit too easy and tedious when bypassing a high level safe or door. I also did find the objectives kind of confusing to navigate through, although I can be a bit retarded when it comes to that sort of thing. But if I played Prey again, I could probably get my head wrapped around it. Overall, Prey is a fantastic game. It actually might be my third favourite immersive sim game. I was going to say my second favourite, but I just remembered that Deus Ex Human Revolution exists. So, what is my favourite immersive sim of all time? Well, it'll be in my next video. See ya, and good night. It's System Shock 2.